Hey there, everyone! Welcome back to another episode where we dive deep into real life situations that challenge our sense of right and wrong. I'm your host, and today's story is one that will tug at your heartstrings and maybe even make you think twice about how you handle difficult family dynamics. It all started a couple of weeks ago when I posted an update on Reddit sharing my struggle with my stepdaughter after she asked me to pay for her plane tickets. You see, the problem wasn't just about the money. It was about identity and acceptance. She wanted validation from her biological father, but looked to me as the one who could provide it. That night, I decided to take a leap of faith and do what many commenters suggested: apologize. It wasn't easy to admit that my words might have hurt her deeply, but there's something powerful about owning up to your mistakes. So, sitting down with her in our living room, I began with an apology. "I'm sorry for implying that you don't need a real father," I said, trying my best to convey sincerity. She started crying uncontrollably. It was heart-wrenching to see the pain on her face. "Why doesn't he love me?" she sobbed, pointing at her biological dad. Could you imagine how it felt for her? To be torn between two men who both claim to care but only one steps up in moments of need? I held her tightly and told her that she didn't have to fight for his approval. "You're my daughter," I said firmly, hoping those words would resonate. Can you picture the moment when someone tells you they love you unconditionally? It's a powerful feeling, isn't it? But the real turning point came when we talked about therapy. She was hesitant at first, but after I assured her that everything she shared would be confidential and could help her sort through her feelings, she agreed to give it a try. The next day, as she got out of the car from her second therapy session last Friday, something incredible happened. "Thanks, Dad," she said, looking up at me with those eyes full of gratitude and warmth. It was the first time she'd ever called me that. Can you imagine how proud I felt in that moment? Since then, there's been a noticeable change in our relationship. She's engaging more in small talk, coming home on time, and even her brother has commented on how social she's become. Every little improvement is like a breath of fresh air after years of tension. But here's the thing. I'm not naive enough to think everything will be perfect from now on. There are still tough conversations ahead, but for the first time in a long while, I feel optimistic about our future together as family. So, what would you do if you were in my shoes? How would you handle a situation where your stepchild looks up to someone else and struggles with acceptance? If you're enjoying these stories and want more like this one, make sure to hit that subscribe button. And while you're at it, leave a comment below. Let's discuss the challenges of blended families and how we can support each other through them. Thanks for tuning in today, everyone. Until next time, keep those hearts open and minds curious.